This is the Brian McCarthy interview show. If you're under 18, don't listen. Having said that, the show is really awesome. And if you did listen, no one would really know. But don't listen. Don't listen, kids. Okay? Don't listen.
Niños, escuchen estas palabras mientras que salen de mis labios aprietos. El siguiente programa, aunque esto sea muy divertido para toda la gente, no es para los niños. Como un burro que busca agua fría, un balde, y eso le va a dar toda la satisfacción que necesita, esta agua no es para ustedes. Por favor, vayan donde sus padres. Ayúdelos a limpiar los baños. No vayan a escuchar esto. Es muy importante. Que Dios nos bendiga a los Estados Unidos.
Enfants du monde, détournez les yeux et bouchez-vous les oreilles. Le programme suivant, bien que spectaculaire et divertissant à tous égards, n'est pas pour vous. Veuillez vous détourner et jouer dans les Champs-Élysées ou peut-être dans les catacombes humides de Paris, car devant vous se trouve la ruine. Vous avez été prévenus, s'il vous plaît. N'écoutez pas, et pourtant, sachez que nous faisons tout cela pour vous, car vous êtes l'avenir et vous êtes la lumière. Que Dieu vous bénisse et dit bonjour à votre mère de ma part.
你好，圆眼睛的年轻人，请晋升阅读本内容，因为本内容仅供成年人阅读。如果你违背父母意愿选择阅读本内容，他们将不再爱你，你这个老兵。
Utatakoa obiaseke meazane otatia ulube kwa teazate usepo tatukua kalimu uko umnakwe akasume utatakoa obiaseke meazane otatia ulube kwa teazate uyoba obisha abichina.
Brian McCarthy interview show. Adam is now drinking his Coke. Disco. Listen to that beat. Breaking it down in Uptown. Take your hand and touch it. Now rub it. Brian McCarthy interview show. Listen to that beat. Touch it. Now rub it. I wish I could still drink. Woo! Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. My name is Brian McCarthy. Sitting stage right is Adam Hineker. And just right at the top, I want to say thank you to all of our Patreon friends and people that support the show. We certainly appreciate it. And if you don't even have $1 to contribute to this thing, that's okay. All you have to do is hit the little like and subscribe, bullshit, just the little thumbs up thing, and just do that, please.
It doesn't cost a thing to smash the like button.
Yeah, smash that like.
Smash it.
Yeah, smash it. Like I smash your sister. So anyway, that would be great if you could do that. And then having said that, join the Patreon. We have over, like 400 shows now or something.
Boy, oh boy.
Lots of content
We're
over there.
going to be coming up on, for the main show, 500.
All right.
I mean, not for, I think we're at 4, maybe not for
400.
Maybe not for another half a year, but
still, we're getting there. Before you know it, that's how that goes.
But I feel like we're at like 4 something.
So if you, on the Patreon, again, not to oversell it, but if you're on the Patreon, you get another hour a week of show, and they're usually, they're different shows. And Adam and I can really explore our theories about eugenics and women, and really it gets real gross over there. So come on over. Let's just say libtards need not apply. That's how I look at it when you come over there. And all right, anyway, just fucking around. But hope you're good.
Oh, you weren't serious?
I was being dead serious.
I thought we were.
Yeah, we get right. Imagine though the Patreon is completely.
I thought we became radical.
Yeah, radicalized, like pro-Christian on the. Yeah, it's just.
How long before one of us becomes radicalized?
Yeah, exactly.
In some way.
Yeah, just or
in
just
a lot of ways.
Or your point counterpoint.
Sure.
Oh my God! Did I say like at Easter, my wife's aunt was talking to me, and she said to me with a straight face, she was like, she sells real estate. And she was like, well, we're expecting a busy spring because everyone's going to leave New York because of Mandawi. I was like, well,
Mandawi.
What's his name again? Mandavi?
Jumanji.
Jumanji. Yep. Don't play that.
Mamdani.
But yeah, something like that. But I voted for the guy, so whatever. And he's, as far as I can tell, he's doing great. So who gives a shit?
Yeah, he's got I will say this.
Go ahead.
This is the thing that I heard about Mamdani.
What's that?
Is he and his wife are not going to the Met Gala.
Oh, good for
them. Did you hear about that? Which I'm kind of like, you know what?
It's on brand.
Because it's very opposite. Because the thing with Eric Adams, our last mayor, is God. Like, he turned out to basically be like bad lieutenant, right?
Oh, yeah.
But he was all about like being around celebrities.
Oh, yeah.
And that's usually not a good a good sign.
Hey, Kanye, can I get a selfie?
Yeah, he had like, it turned out he had a woman.
Go ahead.
Who he had like a very attractive.
Go ahead.
In her 30s.
Sure.
Single mother.
Uh-huh.
but like my kind of gal,
Sure,
right?
sure.
And she he had given her a job, like he created a position. Do you remember
Yeah,
that? He was paying her like 150
Yeah.
grand or something for
Department.
she was-
Yeah, she's
Department
in,
of Recreation or something.
she's in the Department of Doggy Style. That's what she's in.
yeah, Department of Backshots.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it was wild. It was wild. Oh, hey, real quick,
ahead.
Mommy, our friend Didi said, looking forward to seeing you boys at Brennan's show. When is
Oh,
that?
hi,
That's not
Didi.
like right now, is it?
No, it's not right now.
Okay,
it's,
good,
It's,
'cause I-
it's either May. We need to. Hello, by the way. Hi, Dee Dee. Hi, sweetheart. We are. It's either May 1st or May 2nd, which is, I believe, a Friday.
Oh, okay,
or
perfect.
a Saturday. Are you going? Can you go?
Yeah, I mean, I'll make a,
Make an
oh, yeah,
appearance.
5-2.
5-2.
Okay, so I
Okay.
know that you're not available. But are you going to be somewhere, though? Because you said May 1st you're going to be
I will be at the Multicultural Day
Oh.
at my daughter's school. I am cooking.
Okay.
To celebrate my Celtic heritage. It's actually a pretty funny story. So, you
But that's only on the 1st, right? So you're free the 2nd? So
No,
the
it's a-
2nd would be.
It's a 48-hour culinary extravaganza where I have to sleep
This
there.
isn't like a
Yeah, I'm-
destination.
I'm doing breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's just so okay. So a couple. Thank you, Dee Dee, for kind of pulling us back in for a minute here. So next week we will be doing a show on the 28th.
Tuesday. We're doing a special Tuesday show.
crazy
And we're gonna,
special-
for September. We're going to do 2 for
Yeah.
Tuesdays.
So we're doing a Tuesday show. So that's what that is, because Friday all day I will be in the basement of my daughter's school cooking. Well, I will have already cooked, but this is the whole thing. So for those of you who may or may not remember, but so I've done this before, and
Yeah.
when you Google Irish delicacies, it's a very short list of food, really. And
You just get a picture of Bono.
yeah, oh my God, you're the worst. Yeah,
I'm gay, the worst.
honey, I'm more of an edge girl myself.
Yeah, you
I
big
wouldn't
edge-
mind
edge guy.
I wouldn't mind edging the edge.
Sure.
Oh, Brian, I'm gonna comb. No, you're not on my watch.
I'm gonna comb.
I'm gonna comb.
I'm gonna comb.
Brian, nibble, nibble, nibble,
Whoa,
nibble.
whoa, whoa. Almost got kicked off YouTube.
Nibble is what I'm saying.
Nibble, okay.
Nibble my piss pipe. Nibble me piss pipe.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to shoot me goo yet. I don't want to shoot me goo yet.
You know they probably have so many names for
yeah.
so many adorable
Oh, yeah.
ways that they refer to ejaculating.
Oh, my shandy. Here
I'm
comes
actually going to look that up.
Here comes my shandy.
Because they know that they're... Because the Irish are really like top-notch with the slang.
Dee Dee, I'm gonna fuck your throat.
Oh, Artie Klein says, shout out Ovo, Adam, and Brian.
Yeah. What's up, Artie? Hi. Ovo's the greatest. We really love that kid.
Sure do.
He really. I got to tell you, man. I love people that just aren't boring, and he is not a boring guy. I really do
He's
appreciate.
always mixing it up and getting
Yeah,
into
but you can't take that for granted. So I'm a big fan of his. So anyway, so last year I made something called Cole Cannon.
I remember
Yes,
because
exactly.
we talked about your
neighbor?
your the guy from your building, the German
Yes,
guy.
the German guy. Yeah,
And that
exactly.
sort of
So by the way, I've only seen him once. I think he's terrified of me now because we got in like
Right.
a fight about my mashed potatoes. Well,
about my Brian, we need to talk about your mashed potatoes.
I just look. I don't want to shit on that guy, but whatever. But the point is of that whole debacle was, number one, it was funny because I made. You should have seen. I made, because they tell you in the directions from the school, they say make enough for 300 kids.
Okay.
Now that's not 300 portions because you're doing little samples. So I made it for 50. And
Gotcha.
basically what this is, you peel the potatoes, which by the way, that's a Wednesday. You boil the potatoes, right? And then you steam the potatoes. And then in another separate pot, you saute cabbage and leeks. And you get them all kind of soft and kind of sauteed. And then all you do is then you mix that in with a big pot of heavy cream and lots and lots and lots and lots of butter. And then you put those steamed potatoes in all that shit. And then you kind of mash it up. And it's called Cole Cannon. So it is mashed potatoes, but there's more in it.
Yeah.
So when I did the table last year, I have a lot of Irish shit, in a box over the other side of the house. And so I brought all these flags and everything, and I decorated our little table. And there was another mom who was sharing my table, and I guess she was also Irish, but she just
Oh, there was an Irish table.
well, yeah, there was an Irish table, and we were right by the English table. And by the middle of the day, the English people took over our Irish.
Yeah, for
Hello,
sure.
this is our table now. Hope you
use-
don't mind.
Only could take their currency.
There you go, Patty. Don't speak your weird leprechaun language. But anyway, so that woman, she called me the night before, and she was like, "So what are you making?" And I was like, "I'm making cold cannon." And she was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh." So she had no idea what to
Dumb
make.
bitch.
I know you fucking stupid skank.
Fucking
How Irish are you, you whore?
Escalate way too,
Yeah.
way too
Well,
fast.
the guy the year before, he just brought potato chips. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Really? Wow,
Granted,
that is fucking.
They were Irish.
lazy.
They were Tatoes, which are the Irish potato chip. They were from Ireland, but
Gotcha.
still, they weren't just
Yeah.
like Utz. But anyway, so I told this woman, I said, "Look, why don't you do this? Why don't you go to the grocery store, buy a bunch of that Kerry Irish butter, and just bring that,
Sure.
and just buy some black bread." I mean, I actually told her, I said, "You should make some black bread," but she can't. I mean, she's like, "I can't make bread." So anyway, so the whole day we had these kids coming by, and they would always say, "What is this?" And she would just say to the kids, "It's mashed potatoes." And I was like, "It's not mashed potatoes. It's why I printed out the ingredients,
Okay.
the name Colcannon. It's the national dish of Ireland." Like, lady,
Is
what
it
do you-
really? It's the national dish.
Yeah, Colcannon. There might even be an H in there just because
Colcannon.
to really make it Irish, right? Colcannon. And so I was getting annoyed with her because I literally turned to her. I said, "Stop calling it mashed potatoes, okay? It's Colcannon, all right?"
Yeah. Did she end up even bringing anything?
Yeah, she brought the
oh,
bread
she brought
and
the
the-
bread
and
and
the- yeah.
the Irish butter. I do love me some Irish
Kerry butter. Yeah, it was
I
good.
always
I
have
mean-
that. I always have a big brick of that in my fridge.
And frankly, I think the kids liked it better than my Colcannon, honestly.
well, you could almost fucking do
Mash the
do a
bread,
little dunk,
bread
man.
into the. I
Yeah,
wouldn't-
because it. Wait, was it how? What's the consistency of the Cold Cannon? What's it? Is it like?
well, like mashed
can
potatoes.
you ladle it out?
Yes, yes,
So it's
very
more
much
like
so.
between a puree and like a mashed potato.
A chunky
A
potato
chunky
because it has
okay.
chunks of cabbage. It's actually very, very
pretty
good.
good.
It is actually very good, and it has so much
Cabbage and leeks.
And at one point, she bought so much butter that I just kept picking up chunks of her butter and just throwing it in the Cold Cannon.
hell yeah,
Because it was
dude.
just there anyway.
so good.
And I bought this.
So popping up.
Yeah, I went on this. I got this like portable chafing dish thing from Amazon for like $15. So I had like burners set up,
Yeah.
but there was Sterno. Yep, very much so. Sterno. Yeah,
got like a whole
Yeah, I had a whole setup. And
banquet.
but I made so much Cold Cannon that even afterwards, I had so much left over that I was just like, I just threw it out. I mean, I don't want to take it home. I'm going to do it with all this fucking potato. I couldn't even fit in that refrigerator. But now I decided to make Guinness lamb stew.
Okay, love me a Guinness stew.
Me too. But these are it's an all girls school. Like we're just got a little kid. Like it's a bunch of little. But we're really gonna come by and supposed to make it for 300. But I went to the butcher shop and I ordered 50 pounds of lamb shoulder. So I'm going to tell these little girls are usually they like to be like, I'm a vegetarian. So it's like I'm
Right,
gonna
because they want to be veterinarians, probably.
or something.
So they don't
it's
want to
just-
hurt the animals.
It's not cool to These girls are gonna be like, "What's in this?" I'm gonna be like, "Back bacon, lamb shoulder, and Guinness."
But they would love
and
it if they
beer.
just try it. Just be like, just
Yes.
try,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it'll be delicious and salty,
Well,
and it's so good.
I'm already working on my my jokes. I'm gonna keep saying,
Okay.
"Hey, there's beer in this. Don't get too drunk."
You got some stew material,
Yeah,
okay?
got some stew. Yeah,
Stout, some stout
but I
jokes.
And and I actually, when I had to put in the name of the dish, I decided to omit the Guinness from the name of it.
You
So
could
it's-
just say like stout, right?
yeah, but it's the alcohol. It's children. Even though you cook it out, I mean, it's stupid.
Yeah.
No one's going to say anything. But I didn't. But I did buy on Amazon an apron that has Murphy's Irish Stout on it.
Gotcha.
And I'm wearing little green shorts, underneath my apron. Yeah, it's a whole look. So
yeah,
but
you're a
I'm-
little Susie homemaker.
last year it was a bunch
Really
of
get into this stuff.
It's a bunch of parents. It was like last year it was like 40 or 50 parents that come with their little tables. And
I would get into that too. That I
Yeah.
like cooking and
yeah, it's
hosting.
fun.
and
It's fun.
stuff, so-
It is fun. It is. I do enjoy it. And frankly, my daughter's a junior, so I have like one more year of this, and then
Sure.
that's kind of that. So, but last year it is kind of funny because there's a little bit of a brouhaha because they had an Israeli table, but then they also had a Palestinian table,
Oh,
and they kept them like pretty far away from
keep
each
those,
other.
Keep those
Yeah.
at the end of the.
And of course, I was
Both have your couscous or your
whatever kind
what's
of
their tabbouleh? What's the thing that where they call
falafel,
it? But
baba
but
ganoush.
I think it might be baba ganoush, but where they like if you go into places in New York, they call it Israeli salad.
Yes.
Maybe it's what is it fucking called? I can't think of. What
And the other one is just
I
called
think it's tabbouleh. I think tabbouleh, maybe tabbouleh.
maybe. Tabbouleh has like couscous in it and like chopped up. Everything
and
has
all the
cucumbers
and,
and tomatoes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
I think it might be tabbouleh, but it's it's very controversial because if you could imagine, like,
Right.
if one person, if one population tried to wipe out the other population and then like take their stuff,
yep.
but then also like called their
yeah.
their salad.
Yeah.
Like if they also like co-opted their salad.
I don't want to cause any trouble. I just call it a side of terrorist grain protein.
Yeah.
Just to be good on the side.
best.
And by the way,
yeah.
and,
Sephardic.
and not that I want to put my toe in that water, so to speak, but let's be honest, Palestine isn't really a real country. So to have a whole table set up so what's next? A Narnia table?
Well, didn't it used to be?
That was never a country.
It was never a country?
It was an area.
Oh, it's just an area. So it's
Yeah.
like what's the one? Persia? Like how Persia is just like an area. It's not a country, right?
Yeah, I'm going to get in trouble here, but yeah, it's not like it never was, it was the Palestine was, I think it was called Palestine because the British occupied it. Like after the Ottoman Empire fell apart in like 1917, the British took it over because they won. The Ottoman Empire fell apart after World War One. Everyone get a chair, pull up a chair.
Huh. What if you Google it? Like, was it a country? What does it say?
Well, depending upon, I don't know, what kind of Jew phone do you have?
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah, I don't know. But you're going to get on a list.
Was Palestine a country?
Uh-oh. I don't know this guy, by the way, in case all of a sudden a scud mussel flies through the window.
There was never never actually an independent country.
Thank
this
you.
is also from Reddit, so I don't know.
Oh, Reddit's
see.
good. Hey, could you
I
look
don't
up?
know.
Hey, I'm asking for a friend. Could you look at the age of consent in Mississippi if the person has Down syndrome?
Right.
And by the way, next week I'm going to Mississippi to visit my cousin. She's retarded.
Oh my God.
I'm just curious. Right. What are the rape laws in Arizona? Could you look that up, please?
Or wait. Sorry, we meant a state, right? Not a country. The state of Palestine.
No,
officially the state
no,
of Palestine is
a
a
state
country?
is like a part of a country. And no,
Right.
Palestine was an area that
Territory?
It was a territory, but it was like
Gotcha.
yeah. But listen, before they discovered oil in that part of the world, it was just they were just running around. There were no real countries over there. They were just like running around like there were tribes and shit like that. Like it wasn't, I'm not saying they were animals, but I'm saying like there was no like country of Iran or Iraq. They drew up all those lines. The British government drew up all these lines and they were like, this is what Palestine looks like. And this is what Iran looks like. And it's all lines that they drew up in the sand. And once they discovered oil, I can't believe I'm doing this, but Standard Oil really are the ones that decided what the fuck the Middle East would look like. And now they're all just living in these made up countries. There's no country called the United Arab Emirates. It's not a real country. I mean, it is now, but before that, it was just a bunch of guys like riding around with eyeliner on camels and stuff, which is great, by the way.
Eyeliner.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that
sexy.
was. Yeah, it does sound good.
You ever see Lawrence of
They're
Arabia?
already swarthy enough. They don't need eyeliner.
Well, you want to
We
pick
need
it
the
up.
eyeliner.
You want to pick up your eye. Makes you look mysteriously. I like a smoky eye on a Bedouin.
Sure.
I like a smoky eye on a Bedouin.
Okay.
Allah Akbar.
Put a button on it. I'm just going to call it all Pico de Gallo. I'm just going to call it the
Pico de Gallo area.
Arab Pico. No, I'm not going to call it tabbouleh. I'm not going to call it Israeli salad.
I don't really like any of that food anyway.
You don't? I do enjoy some of it. I'm
not going at
a
Yeah.
super regular, but I did have.
Go ahead.
I will get. I do love some. What do you call it? I do love some falafel, some shawarma from time to time.
Yeah.
It's like a once a month thing.
Yeah. I can. I don't. Yeah. Plus, I know they always want to put hot sauce on everything, and I don't.
I love that.
Yeah. See, you
don't want the harissa.
No, I don't like harissa. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't like any of that stuff. What I do want to go. Boy, I haven't done this in a while, but 2 days ago I went and had really good sushi. I haven't done that in a while. Went down to some place. I always hate when people ask me the names of sushi places that I went to because I can never fucking remember.
Never.
I'm like,
And even if you could, would you be able to say it?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But it's interesting because it's an obnoxious statement, but my trainer, Derek, he's Chinese American, and all these omakase places have opened up all over the city. And for those of you who don't know, an omakase,
I don't think I know.
Omakase is a Japanese tasting menu.
Okay.
So when you go into a place, they'll say, okay, your really only option is like say $150 a person, and they bring out like 11 courses of sushi. That's what it is. So omakase is like a tasting menu. It's a Japanese
tasting menu for sushi. It's a
yes,
but specifically for sushi.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
But I have been told by Derek that all these omakase places in New York, they're all owned by Chinese people, which I don't know. I don't know if it's bad or good or what, but he was saying that like there's not a whole lot. So when you go to have sushi, if you really want to go to a place that has like Japanese people working there, you kind of have to do your homework. So I took my daughter out a couple of days ago and we found this place right by, because she goes to NYU. So we found this place downtown and it was owned by Japanese people. And
you called ahead. You made sure there
pretty
was
much
some Japanese.
I was like, I can't tell you people apart.
Look
but
at these.
which one are you? How are you? Are you scared of Godzilla or are you communist? Just tell me on a scale of 1 to 10.
Not get the internet.
Are you going to put PP in my Coke? So anyway, but it was very, very good. And it was like we got the sushi for 2 and we fucking destroyed that in about 30 seconds.
Sushi for 2? What do
Yeah.
you like? What kind of a roll do you like?
This was all nigiri, which is, the rice with just the fish on top of it.
Sure.
So
Okay,
it was all
got
these
it.
different, it was just
So it was
very,
that.
very, very fresh. The rice was very good. And I don't like crab stick. So
Yeah.
And even places that are very like high end, this is a pretty high end place, and even places like that, I always err on the side of caution, and I always go, just please no crab stick, please.
Is that like synthetic one?
Well, it's not
Like
synthetic.
fake crab or
It's
what
like-
is crab stick?
Crab stick is like basically they take haddock or like some cheap fish, like like haddock for example, and they steam it and they kind of press it and they season it and they flavor it. So
It's like a chopped and formed
it's
thing?
like that long orange.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen it, but I never knew what that.
It's not fake. It's not fake fish. It's
not-
real
because
fish.
there is like isn't there like an imitation crab thing or something too? Isn't that
yeah, but that's
something else?
made of haddock.
It is.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's not like plastic.
That makes
It's-
sense.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like it's like a shitty.
It's not like a soy crab.
No, it's not a soy crab. Although
Seitan?
there might be a soy crab out there somewhere, but
Yeah, I'm sure. There's a
but
soy crab.
yeah, no, it's like but what they do is they steam it and it's usually orange but
Yeah,
I
I know exactly what you're talking about. The crab. Yeah,
But
the
like
stick.
I didn't know that like if you go to like some bullshit sushi place, like they treat the tuna so that the color is brighter and the salmon is they I don't know if they actually paint it. but
Isn't
they,
every food thing like that though? Like
I don't
there's
know.
they do all kinds of crazy things to make things look. Do you know what I don't know if you knew this?
What?
Right in that same kind of situation subject. That like in the produce department,
Sure.
that the water spray, you know how they have the sprinkler or the mist?
Yep.
That's just cosmetic.
Oh.
I mean, at least according to whatever documentary thing, they're like, it does nothing for it just makes it look more fresh, makes it, it's just marketing.
Oh, that's interesting actually.
Yeah. So there's so much shit. Like with food, everything is just about, smoke and mirrors, just trying to sell stuff.
Yeah,
'Cause nobody
yeah.
wants a pale
No.
carrot or,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, makes everything pop.
Yeah.
No, it's like the ladies on the lowrider magazines.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, fucking oil them up,
Yeah,
dude.
well, exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Hey, my old lady she was Easy Rider Skank of the Month, 1988. Look
Right.
at, she still got it though. God bless her.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
at her.
Hey, Roy Cohen Esquire
Roy.
writes
Yes.
Bubble and Squeak. I don't know what that
yes,
was about.
Bubble and Squeak.
What
that's
was
it.
that?
That's
what were we talking
another. That is okay. I'm gonna. If Roy, don't kill me.
I thought we were Bubble. I thought this was Morning Zoo.
Hey, I'm Bubble, and that's my boy Squeak
my boy
over here.
Squeak.
Yep. And we'll be
Welcome to Bubble and Squeak.
we'll be signing tits at the Tampa Hooters.
Oh fuck yeah!
the one
dude.
right off exit 14,
We got
not the
beer
one
koozies.
not the one at
We got
exit
it all.
11. I am not allowed in that Hooters. More stories to follow coming up now.
I'm the van driver.
I'm Bubble, and there's Squeak, Squeak, Squeak. Bubble and Squeak. We should just look it up because I think it's another potato dish.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
this is
more Irish
related
food.
to Irish potatoes.
Yes, potatoes.
Bubble and Squeak.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I should know that. I think annually I look up Irish food.
I think that really would be a great zoo crew. Okay, yeah. Bubble and Squeak, a traditional British dish
British, that's what it
made
is.
from leftover cooked potatoes
Yep.
and cabbage, mixed with other vegetables like carrots and Brussels sprouts, and fried in a pan. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's like zhuzhed up hash browns.
It's like a fucking crab cake made of
I bet the
stuff from white people's leftovers.
I bet the etymology of that word is like the bubble is the sound the potatoes make when you cook them, and the squeak is the fry
I'm sure.
in the pan or
Yeah.
something.
That looks pretty good. I might
Yeah.
make Bubble and Squeak.
Listen, some British food is very, very, very good. And when
I go out in where I live in Woodside, Queens.
Right.
We have all the Irish pubs and
Sure you
stuff,
do.
and the Irish people. What do you call it? But I go to this place and I get the Irish pub curry, and I get the stout. I get the stout stew or the
Sure,
Guinness
sure.
stew
Yep,
and
yep.
the bangers and that. Like I fucking love that. I go every couple of weeks to the pub.
yeah, it's delicious. The one thing I never understand how in England they give you like a broiled tomato with breakfast. They give you I don't know, it's kind of a weird thing on the plate. Like I understand it's a cultural thing, but like if you go get like an English fry up or an English breakfast, it's always like the toast, 2 eggs over easy, the back bacon, which I prefer.
Sure.
And then but then it's always like a watery tomato that's on the plate.
Oh yeah.
I'm always like, what is that?
I never got what that was,
Yeah,
and
it
it's
doesn't-
it's not really grilled. It's just kind of like a hot.
Yeah, it's like I don't know where they even
Tomato.
get. Do they grow tomatoes in England even? I don't even think they. I don't know what that is, but the tomato always kind of throws me off. Plus, I don't like black and white pudding.
I don't even know what it is.
It's-
I rarely will get the Irish breakfast because I don't really know. Is that the sausage?
It is, but it's a patty. Get
Gotcha.
it? Get it? It's a sausage patty, and it's fried, and it's blood. It's a blood sausage. So, it's a sausage. They mix it with fucking flour, I guess, or cornmeal, and it's like it's offal. It's liver, kidneys, tripe.
Yikes!
Well, that's
you
all.
ever try haggis?
Oh yeah. Haggis isn't bad. If you
No,
ever,
it's just like really, it's just like seasoning.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just more of
if you've ever had scrapple, which is in Delaware and also Maryland, that's exactly what it's just like it. It's like it's slave food, really. So
yeah,
but
it's
it's
just a
slave
way to season up leftover shit.
Like, have you ever had chitlins?
I think I have.
Of course you have. Yeah, why not? Because chitlins, those are they're
some
they're
some soul
chicken
food.
they're chicken intestines.
Yeah.
It's like chicken tripe.
I think I've maybe tried. I've barely tried many because I do love some soul food.
Yep.
But not really
Not like the slave food.
Not
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Believe me.
grits. I'm not really into grits.
Oh, I like a grits.
I'll try. I'm if they come with a thing, I'll eat
Right.
them. But yeah, I never go out of my way to really. I'll eat some collard greens, I guess. But
any food that has to be rinsed out because of all the shit in it is that's where I kind of like.
not great.
No, like tripe. Yeah, no, thank you. I mean, hey, my uncle's from New Zealand and he fucking loves that shit. He'll eat a bowl of tripe like the I don't know what. He'll just eat it. I mean, I took him to a Chinese restaurant and they had tripe on the menu and he ordered so much of it. The guy came out from the back and he was like, he just wanted to see who was ordering all the
I
tripe.
wanted him to sign some paper.
Yeah, my uncle's like, yeah, it's delicious tripe. I love it. It's
Tripe.
It's not. You've got to rinse it in salt water. He was telling me how to rinse the tripe because he said the salt water, because it's, you get shit. It's intestines. It's shit in there, again, I get it, but no, thank you. Also, chicken's feet. I don't like those.
I think that's just stuff. I think that's stuff they got to get you real early.
Yeah.
Speaking of like
Or real hungry.
that accent, like Vegemite or something, like that's
Yeah.
a thing that
Yeah.
I mean, even though I did kind of have a little bit of a phase when I was working with some Australians where I was getting into the Vegemite, but that's a thing where like it gets you, they get you when you're young,
Yeah.
and then it's like nostalgic, almost.
Yeah. And also, like I said, you just if you're really hungry, like,
or if you're starving, or if you're impoverished and starving.
I mean, I can't. I mean, at this point, because I'm starting to think about like I'm gonna, my birthday's in 2 weeks, and I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna be 53. That's depressing at this point, but fine, whatever. And but I'm like, all right, so I have like, maybe 20. If I'm lucky, maybe 20 more good years before it all starts to fall apart. And like, what countries would I like to see? Because my wife doesn't want to go anywhere.
She really doesn't want to like travel.
She
I
likes.
mean, I think that's kind of great because
Yes.
I love to travel solo. And as you
Yes.
know, I was in a 5-year relationship
You were.
where I couldn't go anywhere. Like, if we would have to go together, like I
Right.
couldn't go on a trip.
She wouldn't let you do that.
She would. I mean, it wasn't that she wouldn't let me,
Well,
but
what do you
just we
mean?
just didn't get to travel together. She liked. Basically, what I'm saying is, your wife doesn't want to go anywhere. She wanted to go everywhere. You know what I mean? So if your wife was like a big traveler, you wouldn't be able to just like go on a trip because she'd be like, I want to go with you.
Yes.
So it was because she actually enjoyed traveling. So I am very much looking forward to some
Right.
solo travel. I'm going to be a sex tourist.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I want to go.
Mississippi sex tourist.
Yeah. Well, I also feel like like with my relationship, like I know, my wife, like for example, she wants to go to. She wants to go to Italy, which is great. That she'll go to like countries that are like safe.
Yeah,
like she'll go to Italy. She'll go to England. She'll go to Scotland. I mean, I don't think she wants to go necessarily to Scotland or Ireland. She doesn't want to go to Ireland. We've been there already. It's enough. You go to Ireland once, you're good.
I've been there once. Yeah.
Yeah. But she wants to go to. She doesn't want to go like. And unless like if our like let's say my children for some reason one of our kids was like. I don't know, doing some sort of residency in fucking Slovenia or something that I guess she would want to go visit the kids like over there. If there was a reason to go to some place, but like she doesn't necessarily she doesn't want to go someplace that like we were talking about going to France. I mean, very just abstractly. And I was like, if I go to France, I don't want to go to Paris. I want to go to like Marseille or some kind of weird, like a port city or some kind of place where like it's a little off the beaten path. Like I don't really give a fuck about the Eiffel Tower. Like I don't care. Like I'll go to like Bordeaux or fucking Toulon or some. And again, there's tourists all over the place, but I'd rather go to a place that's not as heavily
crawling
traveled.
crawling with tourism.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, exactly. And for example, like next year when I'm 54, I would like to go to. Speaking of sex tourism, no, I would like to go to Brazil. And I know my wife has no interest in going to Brazil. Again, unless for some reason one of our kids was like going to fucking college in Brazil.
A 90-day fiance.
Yeah. We had to go visit her new boyfriend,
son-in-law.
Paolo.
Oh, yes.
Hi, hello. Mind if I call you Dad?
It's a weird accent
It is.
too.
I
I
can't
dated
do
a
it.
Brazilian gal, and I was like, I don't know if this is. I could, for the life of me, could not decide if it was a hot accent or not because it's like
oh.
it's not like the Latin thing. Like the Latin thing, they're like
Portuguese sounds
You go, all
unlike
right.
Portuguese,
it's not.
No.
It was like a weird hybrid.
It bears no relationship to anything else. It's a very weird language. I completely agree with you, and it doesn't sound anything like Spanish. And people that speak Spanish will tell you that Portuguese, like just because it's Spanish, you kind of look at them and you're like, oh yeah, maybe, but no, it's very, very.
And they're like Latino people or whatever. They're from South America.
Yeah.
But I feel like I always thought it sounded like a cross between French and Spanish.
That's something like because
there's like a lot of
yes.
weird
Yep.
sounds.
I tell you though, I had a this. I mean, I'm sorry if I mentioned this before, but I knew a guy when we lived in California. I made friends with a guy who married a Brazilian woman, and she was the one that every Sunday he told me that like she would suck his dick every Sunday because
That's just
she was
before church.
and I didn't even like really register
Suck his
necessarily.
dick every Sunday.
Well, she told me this. We had a block party where we lived. I organized a block party, and they were packing up to leave. And I was like, "Oh, where are you going?" And she goes, "Well, I have to give him his blowjob because every Sunday I give him a blowjob because this way I keep him close and he don't cheat on me." And but you know what though? She was kind of like, I don't know, like he was like, yeah, I gotta go get my. He was from Buffalo. He was like, I gotta go get my.
my God,
dicks.
what a weird-
They were a great couple.
This is an odd
So
couple.
they were the best. And
So it wasn't like she gave him his Sunday blowjob like in the morning or something with like, toast and orange juice and
Maybe.
sunny side.
I think it was just more like
eggs or something. It was like they would have to go home and do
well,
it.
maybe the day got away from them. Maybe
Yeah,
she was
maybe.
like,
Oh
she
no!
just-
You know what we forgot?
Oh, I
I
gotta
forgot to
suck
blow
your
you
dick. Yeah.
before we left the house.
Yeah.
yeah. I think that is a weird. I've come across a little bit of that where like I'm going to do this thing to make sure you don't.
or just it's you can also think of it in the context of it's a loving thing, like she loves him,
Right.
and she knows he likes blowjobs. God
I
forbid.
think that's kind of sweet.
It is very
a
sweet.
weekly and it's like because here's the thing. I think weekly is perfect too because to expect a sexual act more than once a week
Right.
when married,
Right.
I think is too much.
Right.
I think if anything, bi-monthly is
No,
probably
it's-
like the sweet spot. But a weekly blowjob that's just for you, I think that's pretty great.
Plus, if you're blowing the same person every Sunday, she probably knows exactly like what gets him off.
Oh God.
So she probably
bet.
She's like, okay, go get a towel, go get a beach towel, lay down in the bed, get naked. I'm gonna come suck your dick now. Are you ready for your blowjob? And he's like, yes. And then afterwards, he's like, can we watch Euphoria? Okay, we watch your sexy show after your blowjob. So then, like, he goes into the bedroom, he lays down, and she comes in, and it's probably like, it's like a massage. She just probably sucks his dick within
Yeah.
like 6 minutes.
Do you think that would be?
Go ahead.
I'm wondering if I could get into that still.
I could very much get into
Yeah,
that.
you could if you got a weekly
Sure,
blowjob
I mean,
from
Yeah, why not?
from your wife.
What?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, you also have the vision thing going for you.
I do.
So that's really like that's whatever you make it.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
It's kind
somebody,
of it's kind of
I mean,
be Mr. Brightside, but
mean,
that is kind of
I would say most people in marriages and relationships are undersexed. So if you went
Yeah.
to anybody and you went, hey, once you may not get laid all week long, but once a week, your wife is just going to blow you.
but just a nice blow. That's almost just like like a masturbatory
Yeah.
situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And by the way, if you're a husband who has, let's just say, maybe a wandering eye, if you get your dick sucked once a week and you're in your 50s and 40s or whatever, you're
Yeah.
like, I don't need to fucking cheat on this. This bitch is going to blow me next week.
Now I had an ex,
Go
and
ahead.
that ex I actually brought to your birthday party
Uh-huh.
at Gallagher's years ago, if
Was
you
this-
remember.
Was this Professor X, the mutant who
Yeah.
couldn't walk?
Yeah, Wasn't Professor X? Was he the one in the wheelchair? or
Bald
is that
guy.
a
Yeah,
different
Jean-Luc Picard.
guy? Okay.
Patrick
but,
Stewart.
But she had some weird ideas like that. Not like a weekly blowjob thing, but I remember she had some theory. She was Caribbean, and that's
Yeah.
like to get to stop men from cheating is I think it's a little harder than keeping us white guys in check. I
Right.
think they have a little more juice. They're a little smoother with the ladies. So, but she had all kinds of theories about how she was like, I want to bring a girl home once a month or something.
okay.
And we never ended up actually doing it because she was nuts. But
Yep.
But the more I would ask her about these things, because she also was like, oh, we could take you in. Because when we were at your birthday party, she was like, so do these girls do extra stuff for money? And I'm like, I don't know. And at that point, I actually didn't know.
Sure.
I didn't know what I know about Gallagher's now.
Yeah, and we still don't really know. It's all allegations.
Exactly. Right.
It's all hyperbole.
Allegedly.
Uh-huh.
But she was like, oh, I thought we'd get you a blowy. She called it a blowy.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like
Not
that.
sexy,
No.
right? And But then once I kind of like asked her more questions about that, it was a thing like that where she was like, well, I believe that you should try to do those things. And then at least I'm there and I'm in control of it because otherwise you're just going to cheat, which is like, that's a wild way to think, right?
Yeah, that's a bit much. I like, I like but the idea of like your wife saying to you, like, listen, I love you, and I know that
I think
once
that's
a week,
nice.
I'm just gonna blow you, and if you don't want it, I won't do it. It's fine.
Yeah.
But
well, some women, I've come across a couple of women that are really into that because I think that they
doesn't Dee Dee, who maybe still be with us, Dee Dee loves to suck dicks, apparently.
that sounds right.
Yeah. So
Dee Dee, what do you?
Yeah.
She's probably going. She's probably
blowing
like
7
gonna
guys
put
right
the-
now.
put the
Right,
keyboard down.
exactly. Right. Yeah. She's like, guys, I'm
staring at like she can't see the screen. She's staring at a guy's.
Yeah. She's like, give me a minute.
pelvis
Give me
or
a minute.
sack or something.
Give me a minute. I'll
But-
be over there.
But there's another lady, but she was really into that, and she actually didn't even love to have intercourse that much.
Oh.
But she loved to give blowjobs, and I think it was like something about she just felt like because guys were really, really into it.
Yeah, yeah. Some people
so
are
she
givers.
felt,
I mean, yeah.
wanted, and she was very much a giver.
And again, it's a kind of thing where
It's a kind of thing.
if you work 40 to 50 hours a week, and you have a family and you have kids and blah blah blah, then if you just get your dick sucked every Sunday, if it's 10 minutes, and you might jerk off once or twice during the week or whatever, like it's people don't, like, look, I don't think people need like that much sex, unless you're somebody who's really tuned in and like you're horny. And there are certain people that have a higher
There
sex
are
drive.
people like that, but I
Yes, but I mean, like, if all
don't
those
trust them.
yeah, if you play all those factors where you're just like, look, I have a job, I have this, I have that. If I get my dick sucked there are guys out there, you may be listening to one right now who hasn't gotten blown in years. The idea of getting 4 blowjobs a month is just like, you're like, what?
Yeah,
It's incredible. That's amazing.
Yeah.
But I will say this too. Okay, so I had another guy. We used to be very good friends, and we've fallen out of. We're not friends anymore. One of the many relationships
estranged-
thrown the old ash
Yeah.
heap there that I've had. But he, not my fault, but but he was in. We knew all these Brazilians, and he was dating this Brazilian girl, and she. Same kind of thing. So I think culturally too, she would like suck his dick, and he would like. I remember he said to me once, he's like, "Oh my God," he's like, she comes over on a Tuesday night, and like she makes dinner, and then like I just want to go to bed, and we go to bed together, and then she wants to like fuck, and then just go to sleep, and I'm like, where's the bad part of this? Like where?
Why the tone of why the tone?
She brings over groceries. She makes food for you. Then like she fucks you, and you give her a nice cream pie. Then you go to bed and you wake up in the morning and you go like and you watch whatever dipshit movie.
Was he actually complaining? Like what
Yeah,
was his
because-
thing? It was just
Yes,
he didn't
'cause
have the time or the
No,
energy.
because he doesn't. There are certain guys for whatever reason they like to date a ball breaker. They like to be certain guys out there that like to be miserable in their
Well,
relationship.
there are plenty of women for you out there.
Yeah, trust
Good
me.
news.
Yeah. No, he's the one that was dating a woman who she was a celebrity psychic, and he told me about her. And then you remember he brought her to the podcast thing.
She got offended or something.
Yeah. Oh God, she like went and sat in the car because Eddie Ift and me and Jim Jeffries were talking about whatever we were talking about.
Yeah.
And then he was like, she didn't like all this stuff talking about sexual assault. And I was like, well, why? I'm like, what is wrong with her? And he was not even trying to be funny. He went, Brian, she's been raped a lot. I was like,
lot?
oh my God, like what? Yeah. So anyway.
Yikes.
Yeah. She worked.
So this Brazilian woman was just too perfect.
Just too. It was just too perfect.
No friction, no chaos.
Yeah.
Which some people.
Yeah. Some people like.
Some guys are that way.
They don't know a good thing when it's sitting on their face.
Though I will say this, I do have a theory that I do think maybe it's healthy to be a little afraid of your wife.
Okay.
I don't know. I just think like the ones, like the women that I was like a little bit of not afraid of, but like you had to like worry a little bit. Like I gotta like be on my about mind my P's and Q's.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
mean, you don't want like a doormat.
When I get too comfortable, that's where it just like it all goes downhill.
Yeah, you're just like taking a dump on the rug.
Sure.
You're like, I'm not going to
my
the-
butt
yeah.
against. No, I'm very like I'm not even saying like I'm a person that is like I never get that comfortable to where I still am always very respectful
Right.
of that like you're a person and I don't want to be like disgusting in front of you.
Yeah, and
Even
I-
if we live together.
Yes. And I'm also, I mean, look, I make the joke that like the only thing worse than being with a woman who never wants to have sex with you is a woman that always wants to have sex with you.
Yes.
And then if you don't want to fuck them, then it's like they look at that like you're not attracted to them or whatever. It's a very difficult thing to actually meet somebody and have the whole thing work out like the way
Yeah,
that
I feel like there's always I was telling a friend of mine that the other day. I'm like, I feel like there's always one of you that's like there's always a little bit of an imbalance. That's just how it is.
Yes, I agree.
Like almost nobody ever just like lightning doesn't strike the same place twice, you
yeah.
know?
And I mean, and the one thing, like, at this stage, I mean, I've been with my wife for a very long time, and I am very happy. And, but it's the kind of thing where, like, my girlfriend before, Jocelyn, like, she was like a stripper, and she.
Oh
did
yeah,
this
you
and-
had like chaos, full
Yeah, it
on
was
chaos,
full-on
and
chaos.
then you got like a nice stable.
I got a nice,
yeah.
right. But like, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, if you're dating somebody, like for example, like for some reason, if my whole relationship like went up in flames, and the next person I was with or dating or whatever was like a total knucklehead, you're never going to change them. They're just going to be a knucklehead. You just
Yeah.
have to be
It's
okay
like-
with
it's-
it.
Yeah, it's just a matter of like, can you deal with?
Yeah, exactly.
Where my thing went wrong this last time was how you just described, which is woman that wants to fuck all the time, and then when you slow down to a normal pace, she sees it as like she has no value
Yeah,
anymore
yeah,
and
yeah,
becomes unglued,
And that's worse than
which
never
is,
getting
which
laid.
is terrible. But it's like a thing where I was like, she's a knucklehead, but I could deal with it until that. And then that's when we opened our relationship because I think she needed like there's like a certain kind of woman. I mean, there's probably guys too, but that only see like their value as like
Right.
if everybody's not wanting to fuck them constantly, like they're not worth anything.
Right.
And my whole argument is like that's only good for a certain like there's a shelf life to that.
Yes.
So you have to have other skills.
Yes.
So my whole thing was like, dude, we love each other,
Right.
So there's a lot more to this than me just wanting to like titty fuck you or something, right?
Until you said titty fuck, I thought you were talking to me. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we
yeah.
love each other. Yes,
Dude,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I
try to
I'm late on your weekly blowjob.
try to hold your hand. You're like, what? Well, you're really you just misread
Whoa.
the last minute and a half
was
of what I was saying.
hypothetical.
Right. Well, that's the thing too. And by the way, like again, just to kind of circle back to it, like most time, like with speaking personally, like I'm not worked up about sex 24 hours a day. Like,
No.
But
Not
I'm
at
saying
all.
no. What I mean is like most guys, like a little bit of sex is plenty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you get laid on, your birthday and maybe your anniversary, and then frankly you throw in another 8 times a year,
quarterly or something.
that's fine. That's great. Like that's going to keep me home. I mean, granted, there are the guys out there that are like cheating while they're cheating, and they've got girlfriends. I don't even know how those guys
I
fucking
mean, that
function.
I at least can understand because strange women. I feel like you're always going to have an appetite for like you can always rally a little bit for some strange.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm getting to an age where I almost can't even do that. So I don't know. But I at least can wrap my mind around like, oh, he's got a side chick and he's got a wife and he's got a whatever, a guma.
Gumata.
But the sex with the same person, ay.
Yeah. I don't.
And a lot of it.
Well, it's, yeah.
Oh boy.
It's like when you meet those married couples who are like,
Yes.
we're going. Oh my God, we went away for the weekend and
Like
we put rose petals
Like
on the floor.
The SNL character, my lover.
Yeah, exactly. Our bellies glistening with
Glistening.
goat meat.
Glistening.
Yeah,
It's
glistening
like,
with goat meat. And,
oh boy.
yeah. I mean, no, there's nothing creepier than like married couples that are still way into each other. You know,
So bizarre.
yeah. So suck his dick once a week. It sounds great. You know, it sounds great to me. But again,
No, but that the once a week blowjob thing is like, I like that because I can wrap my mind around it.
yes,
And it's like, it's a little bit of like togetherness, right?
Yeah.
Whereas like the people that want to fuck constantly, that I just can't even,
Like, oh,
I can't imagine what that would be like.
I mean, like, imagine if you asked me how my weekend was, and I was like, "Oh my God, we just laid in bed and just made out for hours." You'd be like, "With your wife?
I would.
Gross."
I would.
We just,
I
oh
would
my
be
God,
so
yeah,
disgusted.
Oh my God, she got out the massage oil, and she just gave me like an hour and a half long massage, and we just explored each other's bodies without even having sex, and then we have these sex dice. And we rolled our sex dice.
Coupons.
And,
We have like sexy coupons. And
I fit
furry handcuffs.
I fit 7 of her toes in my mouth. I just looked right in her eyes the whole time. I just had her mouth full of her whole foot in my mouth while I looked at her, and I started
Right.
crying because I realized I love her. I love her so much.
But I also think like there may be. Here's the other scenario. I think I could see. I can see guy really into wife. And like what? Because that's like the sitcom scenario, right? It's always like the husband just wants to fuck all the time, and she's like, "Oh, Howard,"
Right,
You know,
right.
So maybe that, and then
or
but
Al Bundy, where like his wife he never wants to.
he
fuck
never
his
wanted to fuck. Yeah, but it's always like there's always an imbalance. There's
Yes,
never
right.
nobody can ever get this right.
Right.
That's why I'm like, I don't know, the whole monogamy thing. I'm like, I think you can make it work, but I think you do it for the children more so than you do.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so I could see that, like you being really hot for your wife and then her throwing you one every once in a while. I think that's like the best case scenario.
Yes, I think I agree with what you're saying.
I don't know that anybody's like there are many couples that are both giddy.
I agree with you. And I would not, I think that I think being a guy and wanting like, and being very, because, like, okay, I'm very attracted to my wife. It's beautiful. It's great. But like, and I definitely am more, I don't want to say more amorous towards her than she is towards me, but it's like, but like, of course,
That's the way God intended it, I think.
kind of, yeah, sort of, yeah, exactly. And then like with you,
it makes sense.
with your ex-girlfriend, like if you have to like spray her with water like a house cat every time she wants.
It's sad, but my thing with that was she was definitely like overstimulated. She had some shit going on,
Right.
and so she was kind of fucked. I'm fucked up in the other direction, but she was fucked up in, to the right and I'm to the left, so it didn't work together. But
Yeah.
I feel like that's more sad. Whereas you being hot for your wife and then her being like, okay,
Yeah.
let's
yeah.
take care of this
But
or whatever,
no, yeah.
so I can get back to my Kindle.
And I think that can live in the wild. Do you know what I mean? But I think you're right. I think you're doomed if you're in a relationship and your girlfriend wants to fuck you and you can't. And you're just like,
Golly.
yeah. I don't,
And I mean, to be perfectly honest, I went through that half a dozen times before I was like, I just can't anymore. Like I got to figure out whatever the fuck. Maybe it was just the wrong person.
Yeah.
But I would love to be in the situation where I'm not getting enough sex
Right. Yeah.
from a woman.
Yeah.
That's my dream in
yeah,
life.
that's the natural balance of things.
I
Yeah.
think it is.
I
mean,
agree with you.
Call me
Yeah.
old fashioned.
No, I completely.
Hey, HVAC North.
What's
is
up,
something we
HVAC?
have to address here.
Uh-oh.
He says, we have to address why Brian got TV test bars or a Piazza rainbow tattooed on his arm.
Oh, this thing.
Or are those gay style temporary stamp ones, huh? What?
Okay, I know what he's saying. Okay,
Yeah, he's talking about your.
all right. So with
your new
this, okay,
tattoo.
all right. Now, oh boy.
Please address.
Okay, you got it. Hello, thank you for asking. There is, for those of you who in July, how can I even say this without sounding like a total fucking fruit?
I mean, I don't think you
By the way,
can.
I don't care, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Off I go. So I'm going to see the Pet Shop Boys in July, right? My favorite, one of my, you might say, just my favorite album, okay? Other than Quiet Riot's debut album, Come On Feel the Noise,
Okay.
of course. No, that's actually called Mental Health, I think. But no, is an album called Introspective by the Pet Shop Boys. And this is the album cover. So I got a tattoo of the album cover of the Pet Shop Boys because on my right arm, can they see that in the camera?
Yeah.
Okay. So I've had this devil on my arm, and so I felt like I've got something up here, the flag of Munster, if you really, and I don't mean the fucking cheese.
Yeah. Something stinks.
And then over here I have Brian Baru, which is, I know it's corny, but whatever, it's fine. And then I needed something here because I felt like I had
needed balance.
Yeah, I needed
Yeah.
something. So I wanted to do something here. So this is the album cover for the Pet Shop Boys album Introspective. So that's what I did. So on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I went and I got this done. It took about 5.5 hours, and I went to a place out in Brooklyn, and it was $550.
Really?
$580 to get this done. So that's what this is. So that's what it is. And if I touch it, it's kind of scabbing over, which is great. So that's what this is. So I don't even know if I like it, I guess. I don't know. Something to do.
I guess.
I don't know. Fuck
something
it.
to do.
I'm not that really invested in my physical appearance, so it's fine. But I do have this vision or this fantasy of being in Lytham St. John's or Lytham St. James, where everywhere in England sounds like a wallpaper pattern.
Yeah.
I had this vision of going to like the backstage area and being like, "Can you show Neil and Chad? I have a tattoo of my favorite album cover," and then they take a picture of it with security and they show it to the guys and they go, "They want to see you in the back."
Yeah.
And then I go in the back and I give them their Sunday treat.
Yeah, you give them their Sunday, and then
Yeah.
you become a Pet Shop Boy.
Yeah,
You become like a junior deputy Pet Shop
yeah,
Boy.
maybe they wrote a song about me called like Yankee Blowbang or something.
Yes.
And I just, they're like, we'll let you blow us, but you've got to blow. What's the name of the DJ's name is Blockbuster. You've got to blow Blockbuster first. I'm like, I'll eat his cunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what this is. It's the Pet Shop Boys album. That's what it is. So I know it's a stupid
Wait,
thing.
now when you say DJ, I don't know that much. But
ahead.
pardon me for not knowing that much about the Pet Shop Boys.
Chad Lowe,
But,
Neil Tennant.
You've piqued my interest now.
Yep.
When you say the DJ,
Yes.
so are they like? I know they're an electronic outfit.
Okay.
Yeah. So is it two vocalists and
Well,
or how? What's the setup?
the
with
current
the Pet Shop Boys?
iteration is you have Chad Lowe and Neil Tennant. Okay,
Okay.
and they're the original Pet Shop Boys. Okay, they've been fucking around since 1980, whatever, and they've been around forever. And then over the years, they've had collaborations with Dusty Springfield, like from Burt Bacharach. They've done different things, but currently, they'll come out and you have the two of them, singing, and one of them plays the music, keyboards, and whatever else.
Okay, so there are keyboards.
Oh yeah.
What about percussion? Is
Yep,
there any?
yep.
Is there
There's
a drummer?
well,
or is it a drum machine?
probably
Sounds synthy.
Probably. Oh yeah, it's very synthy, but there's also a lot of live stuff in there too. So I don't know. Listen, for those of you who are like fucking Pet Shop Boys. So you check if you go on Spotify and look at the Pet Shop Boys greatest hits. They have like 14 bangers. Like It's a Sin is a great song. I don't know if you like. Yeah, exactly. You only say you love me when you're drunk. Come on, man. Oh man, it's great. So
Poetry.
Yeah. You're always on my mind. It's better than the U2 version, I think. So anyway, but currently right now, I believe it's like you have those two guys, and then they have a DJ who will do remixes and that kind of thing. So yeah, and I believe this. I want to get really gay. This might be this might be the inspiration for the gay pride flag. So I do have a version of the gay pride flag on my left arm.
Well, I mean, and also the Pet Shop Boys are they're homosexual.
And they say, and they're very open. They're like, they do gay dance music, but like
Sure.
they've sold like 170
Almost,
million
it's almost
albums.
redundant gay dance music.
Oh no, their stuff is really gay. I mean, they're like
Gayer than your average
they're
dance music.
They're next level, yeah. They're like, our next song is called "Licking Cum Out of Your Pubic Hair by Your Testicles." In
Okay.
7 parts. The song is 48 minutes long. No, but those guys, I think they're great, and they also they don't take themselves seriously at all. But I look, I don't know. I like their whole fucking.
You're like a
their
Pet
vibe.
Shop Boys super fan.
I'm what they call a pet head.
You're a pet head.
Yep, I have the T-shirt.
Yeah,
So,
I've seen
yeah.
it. Yeah,
I actually was this morning was talking to my friend Simon, who lives in England, and he's the guy that he's a photographer for the Guardian, and he was telling me actually a funny thing. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I'm going to see him when I'm over there, and if for TED or whatever, you might meet Simon because he's my buddy, but he lives down by London. But we'll see how that all works out. But he was telling me that he was on Guantanamo Bay about 10 years ago taking pictures for The Guardian, and he realized recently that the other guy that was staying in the house with him at the same time was a reporter for Fox News whose name was Pete Hegseth.
Oh, it was Hegseth, huh?
Yeah. So
Wow.
remember you and I were just sitting here and we were talking, and I got a message from Simon on my phone. He was sending me pictures of Pete.
him and Pete?
Yeah, or
Oh,
at the
wow.
very least, pictures of Pete.
Sure. Ooh.
But he said Pete wouldn't come near him because the Guardian's he's like a queer English.
Yeah, of course.
guy,
Yeah.
right?
The
I'm going near your fruity.
because he was was he a Fox News guy? Pete Hegseth.
10 years ago, probably like
Yeah.
a correspondent or something. I mean, I know that he ended up being like a weekend guy or something, but
And then now he's telling
Now he's-
all the generals in the military.
you're all fucking fat.
yeah, it's just,
I tell you.
this has all gotten too woke.
Yeah, exactly. It's
crazy.
yeah. You want to fill up your guns with bullets? You spit them in there. Don't fill them up with your hands.
Right.
I will tell you, if you're not watching SNL, Colin Jost doing Pete Hegseth is fucking great.
Oh, pretty great. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, he does a good.
he
He does
does.
a good Pete Hegseth.
He does a good job. And he's also fucking Scarlett Johansson.
I know.
It's got to be
what a
fun.
guy.
That has to be fun.
Yeah, she seems.
She seems like
I don't know. Does she seem serious or fun? I don't know.
I think she's from New York, which already makes me think that she's probably okay.
Yeah, I think they usually beat that out of you.
Yeah,
Beat out the
and I don't think
preciousness.
she takes herself that seriously.
I guess if she's with like a comedy guy,
Right.
she probably can't be like real serious.
Yeah. The one that looked like really super annoying was Jenny McCarthy when she was dating Jim Carrey, because they would do like red carpet stuff, and he'd be like, "I got to tell you, she's the funny one," and she'd be like, "Dirk, Dirk, Dirk, Dirk."
Well, she always did try to be like, I'm hot but approachable and
Yeah.
like smell my armpits.
Yeah.
Like I'm just one of the boys.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was kind of her brand.
Yeah. I'm Jenny McCarthy. I love queefing.
And then she got real kooky.
Yeah.
She's got some crazy ideas about like
Vaccinations
autism and
autism.
vaccination.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Peter
ahead.
Brennan writes, Brian,
Yo.
you going to KB's
Yes.
B-Day comeback show to heckle Chad?
I didn't know that Chad is going to be there.
Boy, that
but
could be a real meeting of
Just-
the turf war. It'd be like MS-13
I will happily see
and the Latin Kings
I will
being at the same quinceanera.
Does Chad know that the drinks aren't free? I'll tell everyone who goes, put your wallet in your front pocket.
If you, oh my God,
Put your wallet in your front pocket. It's more,
around heckling Chad.
it's more difficult
If you made
to be pickpocketed if your wallet
in
is
person credit card jokes to Chad.
Absolutely, I will. I don't give a fuck. What's he gonna do?
That would be the craziest.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he might come unglued.
I will put it. Yeah. Oh God, I'm so glad you told me
Holy
that.
Shit.
Yeah. Don't make sure. What's that thing where they can do fishing? I wonder if Chad's been able to use the latest technology.
I don't
here.
think Chad is like that kind of criminal. I don't think he's like a cyber criminal. Like remember our boy Malware?
No.
Like he was like a deep web guy.
No, Chad does not have that.
He's
type
more
of,
like I'm drunk and like I see an
Well,
opportunity. I mean, I don't.
Okay,
I
I
just
will-
know a lot of his antics are like.
If you're asking me if I think Chad is too stupid to know how to actually like manipulate credit card fraud vis-a-vis a phone, or yeah, I agree with you. No, he's the kind of guy that he'll use one credit card to break in
Yeah.
to lockers in a gym.
He's more like an in-person
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Like stuff falls
No.
off of trucks.
He's a
kinda guy.
petty thief.
Right.
Yeah, a halfway. Yeah, exactly.
Though I do think, I don't know if anybody in the chat can confirm this, but I think he did have another DUI.
Oh,
Because I mean, I saw a tweet about it, but I don't know. But yeah,
Chad's such a loser. He probably got a DUI on a bike.
can you get a DUI?
Yeah, you can- oh,
you
yeah, you
can,
can-
right?
you can
no,
get-
this was in a car, I believe.
Okay.
Because he said, I think it was in Ohio.
There you go.
I don't know if this is real or not, but real quick, Oso Mommy writes, Buju Banton dropped a new banger, Butterflies. I like that one, Murderer. Or is it
Yep.
Murderer?
Yeah, when he kills gay people.
Murderer.
I thought he was still in prison. Good for him getting out, making it.
Oh, people are saying fake news, so maybe that wasn't real. I don't know.
Okay, all right, didn't happen.
But
Sorry.
maybe he got
Hey.
hacked because he tweeted something about having and it looked like he was trying to get ahead of it, kind of thing, before people just found out.
like a press
but
conference?
I think maybe it was a joke. Maybe I got Zumach.
Hey, Adam, do me a favor. Don't besmirch Chad Zumbach's good
No,
name,
his good
okay?
name, right.
All right.
Well, that was my thing with
Guys-
Chad. Was I was always like, dude, if you were railroaded, you are the most unlucky man. Because I mean, we were looking at his sheet of his rap sheet, you
Right,
know, and I'm
right.
like, explain, and he would have an explanation for every single thing, and I'm like, this is extraordinary. You need to write a book.
Yeah, well.
If you are the unluckiest man, like he would be like, it would be a stalking and menacing or whatever charge, and he'd be like, well, we were shooting it was a student film and they thought we were trespassing, but we weren't. So like he would have like a fucking
it's too much.
like criminal improv, like
too much over explaining.
I think,
nonsense.
and I'm also like, just be like, yeah, I was a criminal.
Yeah,
that
own
would
it.
give you like an angle. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
every comedian needs sort of an angle.
Yeah.
You could be like, I'm better. I'm all better now.
You could come out to the Michael Jackson song "Smooth Criminal."
Yeah.
Whenever you. Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah,
know,
that's a good song,
yeah,
too.
you just come out and See, I tell you, folks, only thing I've stolen are hearts. Yeah, jokes like
They
that.
just have a lot of bad
So wait a minute, is
street
Chad
jokes.
So let's talk about this Kevin show for a minute.
I think maybe he's coming up. Is it going to be? I think it's going to be at Rodney's. That's like where all these events are held now.
Boy, I tell you,
These freaky events.
Whoever owns Rodney's, you think after the last debacle, he'd be like, I don't want these people anywhere near my
I
club.
think the guy's like involved in the community. I think the guy that owns it is like into this, and they probably found a way to like sell enough drinks or something based on the. I don't know.
Right. Oh my God, I wonder if Barry Ribs is going to be there.
I don't know. Probably, yeah, he'll be there.
He can get up from living under the boardwalk
He's
in
mad
Atlantic
at you.
City.
He's mad at us.
Oh, yeah, he's mad at.
He's
So if
even mad at me now.
so if
Well,
he-
he was. I don't know if he is.
I know, yeah. If he's there, will he like glower at us, or will he come up and say things
Chad?
to us? No, not Chad.
Oh.
I mean Barry.
Barry, I don't know if he comes up to anybody and says, I don't know.
Yeah, and also I think Chad is probably a bit of a paper tiger. Like, I mean, look, I'm just saying shit about Chad just because I know who cares. Like, I just don't care. But like, I can't imagine I'm going to be at Rodney's and he's going to come up to me and be like, "You said I stole credit cards." I'd be like, "Well, you do steal credit cards, or you did. So sorry.
Yeah.
It's what you did. I'm not lying, so it's fine. You're forgiven in the eyes of the Lord, but who gives but you did what you
Right.
did, so that's it. So whatever. I got fucking drunk, and Shane Gillis is a fucking piece of shit. Who cares? Whatever. You know? It's funny because I know we have to jump over in a minute, but I got to touch on this thing here. I was listening to, I found another show, and I just forgot the guy's name, of course, but he's from Baltimore. He opens up for Tom Segura on the road. Oh, fuck me.
Stavros?
No, God. Although that
Baltimore. I'm
would have
trying to
been a
think of
good.
who's from Stavros.
Ray.
Oh, but he's from Baltimore.
But he lives in L.A. All right, I shouldn't even have said anything. I can't believe I just blanked on the guy's name.
maybe we'll take a second,
Anyway,
look it up, and then when we come back,
He
we'll
had
talk
Pete
about
Holmes on the show,
it. Okay.
and number one, Pete Holmes. I hated that. What's it called? Crashing on HBO. What a terrible. It was horrible.
Somebody's saying Tom Myers, but I don't think it's
Not Tom Myers.
It's not Tom
No.
Myers. He lives. He's probably joking because Tom Myers is from
Baltimore.
I believe from Maryland.
Maryland?
I think Baltimore. Yeah.
No, I can't fucking. God damn it.
I don't know other people that are from.
Well, he's really good friends with Tom Segura,
Okay.
and he's from Baltimore, and it shouldn't be that hard to like. Anyway,
Huh.
I'm sorry, I should have mentioned it, but
lives in L.A.
lives in LA. Yep. I just keep thinking Barry Brisket. That's not who it is. Not even a real person. But I can't
is
get the
Barry
name Barry Brisket. Hey, I'm Barry Brisket. My comedy's lean but also flavorful.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
Holy shit.
yeah, I know.
Slow
horrible.
cooked.
I know. Brrr. But he had Peter.
Slow roasted by
Yeah.
Barry Brisket.
Oh, that's a great name. Barry
Oh, wow.
Barry, yeah.
Holy
Barry,
shit. I might become
yeah.
Barry Brisket.
Put these jokes in the smoker. They'll be ready in 12 hours.
Yes. Wow.
Anyway, but he had Pete Holmes on his show very recently.
right.
Yes. And Pete Holmes was going on and on about how he wrote a children's book. I cannot take people
boy.
that talk about writing about
Oh,
children's
no.
book. It's like it's the thing. Excuse me. I just can't. I listen to the Howard Stern show, and like Beth, his
Right.
wife, she wrote a book about their cat that has like a caved in head and one arm or a paw or something, and the cat is like, it's a story. He's like, yeah, Beth wrote a children's book. I'm like, can everyone just stop with the fucking?
Somebody said Ryan Sickler?
Yes, Ryan
Okay.
Sickler.
Okay.
Thank you.
He's from Baltimore? I don't know.
Thank you. Who is it? Who's it? We'll give him a shout out.
Ryan Sickler. Oh, that was Nick. That's our boy Nick.
Nick Monroy, everybody. Thank you,
Yeah.
Nick. Nick's the best. Nick makes the funny clips that everyone enjoys.
He's got the answers, too.
Yeah. So anyway, but I will say, funny
Okay.
thing about and then we'll jump over. But it's funny, we one of the clips we put out was about that movie, The Substitute. And by the way,
Right.
and this is actually funny. Now that Nick is here, so the actor in The Substitute is one of two people. It's either, and I think. The guy that throws just hold on for 1 second. The guy that throws the radio out the window, it's either Tom Berenger, okay, or it's another guy. And I think we fucked up the name of the other guy. So if you do me a favor.
Are they both? But
They're-
so if we just look up the substitute cast.
Yes, you'll be able
No,
to.
but I think we looked it up on the day.
I don't think we did.
We didn't?
I think
remember looking up the substitute.
it's either Tom Berenger or the other guy. Because, and then somebody, I was amazed because, people comment on these.
Oh, did somebody?
Well, somebody number one told me.
Tom Berenger is number one on the call list. So
Okay, so he's in it. Okay, all right, so that is who because I think we called him somebody else on the clip.
Okay, that's fun.
It's funny. By the way, it doesn't matter. It's funny.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. But I remember some guy on YouTube commented, and the guy on YouTube was like, hey, he wasn't an undercover cop. He's an undercover mercenary. I'm like, okay, well, whatever.
Oh, right.
By the way,
I think you're worried about the wrong thing.
yeah.
We're just happy you kind of maybe got the name right.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, is it Tom Womack from the Dukes of Hazzard? It's not him. It's another guy.
Berenger's top on the.
Yeah.
Unless
It
it was
is Tom
Ernie. I don't think
Berenger.
it was Ernie Hudson. He was also in the movie.
is it Tom Skerritt?
I don't think it was Tom Skerritt.
Yeah, but there is another guy who could be him, but it's not Tom. But it actually is Tom Berenger.
Yeah.
So that's who was in the substitute. But apparently, there's another substitute, and because people were like defending this movie, like, "Hey, man, it's really a good movie." I'm like, okay, I guess.
Really?
but
So that it's got a cult following.
not enough. Tom Berenger fans out there.
Yeah.
But when I was trying to tag it on Facebook, on Instagram, it was coming up like, I'm trying to find out, like, Tom Berenger, does he even have an Instagram? And
Probably not.
no, he does.
He does?
He's working. Yeah,
Okay.
he's doing his thing.
for
yeah.
him.
But apparently, there's another version of The Substitute where he goes to a military academy, and they're all Nazis. So I guess he does also beat up white kids too.
Okay, so Nick says yes. You confuse two movies: The Substitute with Tom Berenger and The Substitute 2. You were trying to talk about The Substitute,
Right.
but the part you were describing was from Substitute 2.
Fair enough.
So we were conflating two movies, I guess.
Which, by the way, I only know these movies from like the fucking YouTube clip anyway. So there's no
yeah.
real context to it. You know.
Gotcha.
And Tom Berenger is in both of them. The other,
Oh, he is?
He has to be.
Oh, well, let's look up.
I can't imagine
Right.
they swapped him out. Like,
But The Substitute 2 is a sequel to.
yes, it's got to be. There's a couple of substitutes. I think there might be a third one. Kind of like with Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise.
Sure.
where Ogre turns into a nerd. Spoiler alert. By the way, we were talking before the show. I actually bought a copy of Revenge of the Nerds because you can't find it on streamers because of the rape in the middle of the movie.
The mid-movie rape?
The mid-movie rape. In the 80s, you could just rape a character, and then afterwards she would be like, "Oh my God, that was so funny! You raped me." Yeah. He's like, "I'm a nerd."
It's a goof.
It's a nerd rape.
You look at the camera. And...
Yeah. She says to him, she goes, are all nerds so good at sex? After he said unprotected, unconsensual sex with her.
Yeah, which is totally how women are.
Yeah,
in real life, probably. If you.
Yeah. He goes like this. He says to her,
"As long as you do them good enough."
Yeah.
They're totally fine with it, right?
He put a protractor up her asshole.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're saying that actually Substitute 2 is Substitute 2, school's out. That is Treat Williams.
There you go. Yeah.
Wait, so were you talking about Treat Williams?
So let's just back up for 1 second. So Tom Berenger is the substitute in the first one. Okay, but I guess they made a second one, and that's the one that Treat Williams is in.
Yeah.
It's incredibly confusing. And that's the one
Yeah,
where he threw the fucking thing out the window.
That's the violent one that you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's really confusing because Tom Berenger and Treat Williams are like they are kind of the same guy.
They kind of look
kind of like There's actually an SNL sketch about this where like there's the one Dermot Mulroney and Dylan McDermott. They're like, there's a game. It's actually a very funny sketch. Where they
like Dermot Mulroney or Dylan. Yeah, exactly.
And they have a sketch, and they're like, okay, well, you got to tell us, is it Dermot Mulroney or Dylan McDermott? And actually, in the sketch, one of the two guys comes out.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, you know what series? We're going a little long, and I'm sorry. We'll jump over to the Patreon and the free show or the pay show in a minute. But I'm watching Hacks.
I'm watching Hacks too.
Have you seen the most recent one? And Billy?
No, I started from the beginning.
So she's still alive? Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
She's still alive.
She gets hit by a bus.
Oh,
no. But in one of the, I don't want to spoil it for you, but they go to like an autograph signing thing with her, and Billy Baldwin shows up. And I'm like, wow, Billy Baldwin looks rough. He looks like a bulldog that went through Ozempic. Like he's really
saggy bulldog.
He's really wrinkly, but he's skinny.
I could see that.
And he's like,
I think I've seen, he's like, I've seen recently Billy Baldwin. Maybe I saw a promo or something.
Oof, boy, you hit the wall, buddy. I mean, whatever. I looked him up afterwards. I asked my phone. I said, "How old is Billy Baldwin?" And Billy Baldwin's like 64, so he's not a young guy. But I don't know. Sometimes because you can't win though. You either have too many fillers and you look like one of the fucking statues from Easter Island, or you look like Billy Baldwin. You look like a Shar-Pei that fucking has AIDS.
Yeah.
So, anyway, all right, everybody, listen, thanks for all the interaction. It's always nice to talk to everybody. So we certainly appreciate you checking in. And Adam and I will be at the event. What did we say, May 2nd?
May 2nd. Yeah, we'll
May
be there.
2nd, we'll be at Rodney's. It is 20.
We'll bring, what's that? What's that Irish mashed potato?
We'll bring some Cole Cannon.
I was going to say Kilkenny.
Yeah.
We'll bring Cole Cannon.
We'll bring Tom Berenger's favorite.
That actually would be very appropriate if we brought Irish foods.
Would be. Not eating this. And then maybe, and by the way, we will get in, we'll talk about this. We went to Gallagher's last week. It was a real bust.
Yeah, it was not great.
It was not great.
I don't know if I have much in it for, I would need I would need quite a bang next time.
They're due for a win because
they're due for a win.
We went to Gallagher's, and sometimes you walk into Gallagher's and you just look around and you're like, "Does anybody even work here?" Like,
it is very much.
You're just like,
well, because we go in before there's really a door guy, so you just walk in.
Yeah, you just walk in.
There's no code check. There's nobody checks an ID even. But you just walk in off the street.
And I will say this: a lot of the girls when they're working, they're like. They're pretty. I know this is an SAT word, but they're pretty sanguine about their situation.
Coming to the stage, sanguine.
Yeah, well, like we were talking to that one little
superfluous,
like that little black girl with the bad wig.
Yeah,
like she had a cute little body. I mean, she was cute.
She was all right.
But she was saying like yeah. I'm going to be here till 3:00, and later on, some people will come. Like they're just kind of like resigned to their fate.
Yeah, it's not a real upbeat vibe.
Like Do you want to dance? You're like, no. They're like, I can't blame you. I wouldn't want to dance for me either. I know. All right.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a bummer. But a lot of the same girls that are always there.
I'm going to go sit in the corner, look at my Galaxy 4.
There's just not really another, I don't know, if there's another alternative. Is there another place? I feel like we've been looking for another Gallagher's our entire lives.
I think we keep going back to the well, just thinking that.
Because like once a year, it's good.
Yeah. And
Of like roughly once a year.
it's like you go
And I
one.
go 3 times a year.
Yeah. It's like you go once and you're like, and by the way, even the time it's good, it's fine. And then
Yeah.
like it's fine enough, but that keeps you going through the next couple. It's like if you have like one of those dads that never comes to watch you play softball or baseball, and then you see him once in the bleachers, and that keeps you going.
Yeah.
Until like
Dangling that carrot.
You're like, oh no, this is the playoffs. He's going to be this year, and then afterwards he's like
working late.
Sorry, Dad. Sorry, sport. Gotta
With his other family.
Yeah. My new girlfriend, her son's on a team that wins. I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Oh, no.
Or like your dad shows up, but he shows up for his stepson, not even you. He's like,
On
hey,
the rival team?
yeah, he's playing you
Oh,
guys.
God. That's happened.
Yeah, and you get
Oh, my God.
your father gets in a fight with you. He's like,
chilling.
you should be lucky that Thomas is even on a good team. At least I come up to see him. You're there by accident. You little
Do you
fruit.
imagine your dad comes, but he's sitting with his new family?
I could see that. Yeah.
That's happened.
And he makes you say hi to your stepmother.
Yes.
Give her a hug.
Oh,
All right.
God.
Everybody, thank you for paying attention. Thank you for listening. Join the Patreon. Get over there. Come
Yeah,
on.
get on over there.
Don't be a weirdo.
Patreon.com/Brian McCarthy. Or, man, more people are doing this. A lot of people
Yep.
are doing this in a lot of ways.
Go
They're
ahead.
signing up for YouTube memberships
Okay,
too,
well-
because they get to watch it right away.
You get there's lots of value on other sides. So we certainly appreciate your
Right.
support. And we will see you on May 2nd. I mean, don't forget, the 28th,
Yeah, we're doing the show. Yeah, it'll be Tuesday.
Tuesday show. Exactly.
Yeah, we'll see you just in a couple of days.
Yeah,
Don't even
yeah.
get up from your computer.
Don't shower between now and then. I want you stinky.
Oh, yeah.
All right, everybody. We'll see you on Tuesday, okay? Bye.